Why do we struggle to learn a new language? We all did it when we were babies. No textbooks, no grammar drills. Yet somehow we became fluent. So why does learning a new language as an adult feel like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded? Because we've been taught the wrong way. Schools train us to memorize, analyze, and fear mistakes. But real language learning doesn't happen in a classroom. Think about it. Babies don't take language classes. They don't study flashcards. They don't stress over verb conjugations. Yet in just a few years, they master their native tongue. How? Let's break it down into 3 simple steps that will change the way you learn a language forever. Step 1. Stop obsessing over grammar. Grammar isn't your friend at the start. In fact, it's the biggest roadblock to fluency. Here's why. When you focus on grammar rules, you start overthinking. And when you overthink, you freeze up in real conversations. Imagine trying to learn how to ride a motorcycle by reading about it for 6 months before ever hopping on one. Sounds ridiculous, right? Language works the same way. Unless your goal is to correct strangers' grammar online, nobody cares if your grammar is perfect. What matters is whether you can ask for directions without sounding like a malfunctioning Google Translate. So, in the beginning, skip the grammar drills. You'll naturally pick up the patterns as you go. Step 2. Embrace the chaos. If grammar isn't the key, what is? The answer is simple. Total immersion, even if you don't understand a word at first. Think about it. Babies don't start with definitions and grammar rules. They get thrown into the deep end. They hear words in context, see patterns, and absorb meaning over time. You need to do the same. Here's how. Watch TV shows in your target language, but no subtitles in your native language. If you don't understand something, pause and look it up in the target language. Listen to podcasts even if it sounds like gibberish at first. Your brain is secretly connecting the dots. Search the internet in your target language. Don't default to your native tongue. Even if you need to translate something, do it in the target language first. Play video games, read books, listen to music, but all in the language you're learning. At first, it'll feel like complete chaos, but trust me, your brain is wired to recognize patterns. And yes, you'll make hilarious mistakes. You might tell someone their dog is delicious, or accidentally order 10 beers instead of 1. But guess what? Those mistakes are gold. You'll never forget them. Step 3. Speak from day one. Many learners understand a language but struggle to speak it. That's because they never actually practice forming sentences. The fix? Start speaking immediately. Mimic phrases. Repeat what you hear even if you don't fully understand it. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing out loud. Sounds weird? Maybe, but it works. Think in the language. Stop translating in your head. When you see bread, don't think bread and then translate it. Just let it be pain, French, pan, Spanish, or whatever it is in your target language. And don't worry about sounding like a toddler. That's exactly how toddlers become fluent, by speaking without fear. Perfectionists, listen up. Nobody's grading you. The only person judging your accent is that voice in your head, and let's be real, that voice probably failed high school French. The secret to success? Make it a daily habit. Motivation fades, but habits stick. Language learning isn't about cramming for hours once a week. It's about consistency. Do something in your target language every single day, even if it's just 5 minutes. Make it part of your life. Change your phone settings, write your grocery list, text a friend. But do it in your new language. Because here's the truth. You don't learn a language, you live it. Final thoughts. Forget the old school methods. Forget the pressure. Trust the process. Step into the chaos, make mistakes, and speak as much as you can. Before you know it, you'll stop learning the language and start thinking in it. And that's when fluency truly begins.